YouTube, what's going on? We're back with another Throne and Liberty video. In this video, we're going to go ahead and go over all of the changes from the brand new patch, and I'll explain why my screen is a little messed up, is because the second you log into the game, you're going to see a big red text saying confidential, do not share. I don't know if that's something that actually shouldn't be shared or what. I'm just going to hide it for now, so sorry for the awkward camera today. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over everything that we need to know in this new patch. Now, the main thing that a lot of you guys were angry with, and I was as well, is that the pants dungeon was not going to be in the game. And unfortunately, that is the case. The pants are not droppable in the dungeons. Now, before you guys explode, before you guys all get mad, turn off your game, and never log into this game again, know that yes, the dungeon will be coming out in December 5th, but we still do have a way of getting the tokens for this dungeon, so we can still craft the pants ourselves. Now, if we go ahead and do a random dungeon, we'll be gaining the random 2-star token selection chest, which will be giving us the ability to grab the token soul shard for the dungeon that's not yet out. So that's what we're going to be doing for now, is grabbing the token that we're not able to do, which will then allow us to craft the pants. And just like on the other one, we have a 7% chance to get a little bonus. The bonus on this one is going to be an extra 12 tokens. So if we're lucky, at a 7% chance, we can get 12 tokens. Now, you might think the 12 tokens is a lot, but not that big of a deal. The 12 tokens will allow you to go ahead and head on to the crafting and go to the 2-star dimension circle equipment selection chest. As you see, it costs 12 tokens of the Caligras and all the other bosses. The Caligras, again, is the one that drops the pants. So make sure you're using all your tokens on Caligras for now, because there's no other way to obtain this token until December 5th. So if you want to craft pants, you're going to spend all of your tokens on this, run random dungeons, and try to collect 12 of each. So that should take about 3, 6, 9, 12 runs, which you could do 2 runs per day. That'll take about a week. We got an extra 2 runs today. The devs gave us in the mail another 900. So today we can run 4 dungeons instead of our normal 2. So for the first week, it should take us about 5 days. And then if we're lucky with any of those runs, we'll go ahead and pop those 12 tokens into here, and we'll be able to purchase the selection chest, which you'll then use on whatever you want. I recommend using it on whatever pants you want. If you're a little impatient, this will probably still be very expensive, so maybe select the pants and sell it. And then come December 5th, they'll start crashing a lot. Or you could go ahead and select your boots. Like I showed you, the Shadow Harvester boots are the Arch Boss drop. However, there is actually a new way to obtain the Shadow Harvester boots. So these are going to be crashing insanely fast, and will give you guys a quick chance for you guys to make a ton of loot, since not many people know about this right now. And we also have all the other loot that I told you about, as well as some brand new gear. If we would check right here, we can actually see the brand new gear that's not even out yet. We have the Thunderstorm necklace that isn't out in the game yet, and the Band of the Silent One, also not in the game yet. These are going to be brand new accessories. The Immortal Reckoning cloak, this isn't even in the game yet. So if you go through the selection chest and grab this and sell this on the first few days, this might actually go for a ton of money. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of new accessories. Let's go ahead and check out the co-op dungeon list so you can see. We have the Forbidden Eternal Chain, gives perception and max health, a very, very good belt. And I like this ring as well for added perception and attack speed. We have this bracelet with wisdom. It's not going to be too good. But as you see, the Ascended Guardian Raiment, the Swirling Essence Robe that I was telling you guys to farm, all of these things are in the dungeons. So I would recommend trying to get this as fast as possible. Now, a lot of people were also saying everything's going to drop. It's going to be worthless. You can't make any money. Go ahead and check the Swirling Essence Robe, for example. That's droppable right now. Let's see how much the Swirling Essence Robe is going for. It's still going for 4,000 Lucent right now. So like I said, if you guys get lucky and can get that Swirling Essence Robe drop, that'll be 4,000 Lucent in your bank account right there. So I recommend farming these dungeons day one. It's going to be hard. You gotta have to learn the mechanics, but this is the best chance for you guys to make Lucent. Now, for those of you who listened to what I just said about the Shadow Harvester boots, remember that was an Arc Boss exclusive item. Now it's in the dungeons, but there's also one other new place that we can actually farm it. and that is going to be in the Sanctum of Desire. If we go ahead and fight the boss that's already been there, the world boss, the Avalos Umbermancer, that's always there, well, every 10 minutes, as you see, he now drops the Shadow Harvester boots. So these boots are going to crash an insane amount because it's easily farmable every 10 minutes. It's still going to be a rare drop, still going to be very difficult, but they're going to crash very, very fast. So on the first few days, maybe get your guild, try to farm this up for a little bit. People who don't know that this drops right here, you could take advantage of it. Go ahead and try to sell this boots. They might still be selling for a good amount. Let's go ahead and see what the Shadow Harvester boots are selling for right now. The Shadow Harvester boots are still 2,899, and it's an open world drop that you could go to right this second with a couple friends, kill the boss, and have a chance at getting. So that's another way that you guys could be getting some Lucent currently. Now, that is pretty much it for the dungeons. Again, just make sure you're using those token chests. It is a 7% chance, and you'll be able to get your pants if you want to. Maybe it would be better to craft that gear that's not even obtainable, like that cloak. Maybe some people will want that. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see what the prices are. Now, a couple other things that are changed in the game is we have a brand new sprout system in the game. The sprout system is simply activated by clicking this little book right here. And for those of you who don't know what the sprout system is, it's basically like in Final Fantasy XIV, where you get that little sprout over your head, you get this little title over your head, and people who have the Sage title, which you get by finishing these little achievements right here, will then be able to see your sprout and help you out and talk to you. Now, not only do you get that little title, but you also get exclusive access to the Sprout channel right here, which will allow you to talk to other sages and other sprouts to ask for advice, that way you're not cluttering the world chat. So I would recommend going ahead and doing that if you're new to the game and want to look for some help. The other thing that's new is the Friendly Guilds tab right here. We can now talk to our alliance, which is very helpful. No more trying to figure out what everyone's doing. You can now open up that Friendly Guilds tab and talk to them through there. I recommend go ahead and going over to all messages, chat settings, and then selecting your friendly guild, adding that to there, because for me it wasn't added. If you're a sprout and you want to keep the all messages open, make sure you toggle the sprout channel as well. That way you can be entertained by the drama that's going on in the world chat. And that's pretty much it for the sprout system. For the dungeons, the only other thing we have to talk about is the weapon buffs and nerfs. Now, for that subject, let me just go ahead and quickly go over all of the things, or not even go over all the things, but there's a ton of changes. There's the sword and shield, got a change, great sword, dagger, crossbow, everything's getting a change. I'm basically just going to summarize it real quick. I'll post a link to this in the description if you guys want to check out for your specific class, but I could spend a whole 10 minutes going over all these changes, and I'm sure you guys are only interested in your class. So I'll let you guys check this out on your own. Just know the main takeaway from this is tanks are nerfed and healing is nerfed, and staff got a huge buff. So those are going to be the main takeaways from that. I'll just summarize a little bit. The staff is going to be gaining serial fire bombs, which will give you guys a reduced effect for received healing. Longbow now shares a cooldown with Wand's swift healing, so you can't heal an insane amount anymore. One last thing before I leave is that the in-game tooltips are actually bugged as well. Let me show you, since I am a mage. If we go ahead and scroll over the text for focus fire bombs, remember there's supposed to be a new added 80% chance to reduce the healing. Well, I believe they typoed it right here. It says 80% chance to reduce shield block chance. If we actually use the attack on this dummy right here, it'll burn it, and you can see right here, focus fire bombs reduces incoming recovery effect by 80%. So it is in the game. If it doesn't show it in the tooltips, it's just a little translation error as usual. So make sure you guys check out those patch notes for your specific class to see what exactly has changed. Make sure you guys farm these dungeons. Make sure you sell everything for the first few weeks if you want to make a good amount of Lucent. And make sure you guys keep on playing Throne and Liberty. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.